Hi everyone. Actually, my camera was just about to actually tip over. Hi everybody, it's Veronica from Veronica Events and the Wedding Planner Lifestyle Magazine. Today is Wednesday. It is August 4th and I am coming live to you again. Hello Forever Kada. Thank you for joining. I am coming to you live again. I am just going to wait a couple of minutes before I get into today's topic. And today's topic, I know everyone would be interested in today's topic. I mean, today's topic is regarding weddings, and also it works for events. And many of you have businesses that are not part of the wedding industry, but you service the wedding industry, like hairdressers and makeup artists, and because you do other things outside of weddings, like bridal showers and anniversaries. You do makeup for special events, and I just want to give some tips today about a bridal shower 101. So I'm going to touch on location, decor. We'll talk about the menu. We'll also speak about whether it's indoor and outdoor. So just to drop some tips for you today. So I'm just gonna wait a couple more minutes and get started. Hey. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're doing best bridal showers idea for 2021. And yeah, I just want to wait a little bit more, and I hope everyone is doing well. I have to put my glasses on so I can see a little better. I can see, but definitely much better with my glasses on. So let's do that, and I'll see who is joining me. I'm just gonna give it a couple more minutes. Hi. Thank you so much. Okay, so hello. Thank you so much for joining. Our topic today is bridal shower ideas for 2021. And, 2020 is already behind us. It's 2021. And we hope to see amazing bridal showers. And because we're now going past, we're post-COVID in a sense. Just want to drop some tips for bridal showers coming up, or any type of event. If you're celebrating a birthday or your anniversary, what you should be looking for, and just to give you some tips. Okay, so I'll get started because, as you know, I come every Wednesday, but I get to the point and then I'm in and I'm out. I say what I have to say and I go. So we are going to start with the location. So if you're expecting to hold a bridal shower, it's absolutely important that the first thing you should consider, apart from your date, of course, you know already what date, what is your intention to have a date or to host an open house. If you have a business that you're opening, a new business, and it's the location. Now, if it's going to be hosted at your business, place of business, that's totally different. Then that's fine. But if you're not and you're looking for a spot, it's important that the location is one of the most important things. There's so many options, and I'm going to give just a couple of tips regarding location. The place is important. The place is important if it's a restaurant or your home, because there's a number of factors. For your instance, parking. A lot of people are concerned about parking. Some may not want to pay for parking, and it's best if you're a host. I would always suggest that as a wedding planner, that try to consider parking for your guests, because you really don't want them showing up and having to pay for parking. So do take that into consideration. It's just an added bonus for them. They show up at the location. They're like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I don't have to pay for parking. So that always starts the event off on a really, really great note, when they don't have to pay for parking. If it's a restaurant, obviously most restaurants that we're aware of, there is possibly parking, even if it's not at the location, they may be off-site. So there's some form of parking. If there isn't, that's another thing to consider. Please make sure that you find out from the restaurant or the location if there's parking for your guests. The other thing is to What I would also consider the venue is your invitations. Of course, your invitations must, and I strongly suggest it's a must. When I say must, I rarely say must, but for that and a wedding, it's a must because it sets the tone for the event. People decide if they're going to be formal, if they're going to be casual, based on your invitations. Your invitation basically is your calling card. It's your business card to the event. So when you send an invitation, even if you're doing an e-invitation, just the design of itself, if it's something floral or if it's something chic, it's with buildings, it's modern, people get an idea as to how they should dress. And that's a telltale sign. So I would know based on the invitation if I'm attending an event that is formal or if I'm attending an event that is casual. So the invitations, again, are key. On the invitations, it's important also to have the date and the time. Of course, people would like to know what time they should be arriving. If there's a time pre-arrival, you'd like them to be there a little bit earlier, it's always good to also add that. It's preferable for you to arrive 30 minutes earlier or whatever that arrangement is. It's important to have the time, the place, the location, if there's parking, and then just to give them an idea if it's a cocktail setup. Most times if you're doing a shower, it's finger foods, which is hors d'oeuvres. So you'd like to suggest we'll have a vegetarian, we'll have meat, we'll have whatever. So, your guests have an idea that there's something for them, and please keep that in mind also. Great hosts always would consider their guests. Not all guests eat beef or chicken, so you'll try to do something vegetarian so that you can accommodate someone that is not a meat eater. The decoration is also important, and I think this is key. Actually, this makes me smile because it's one of my favorite topics. It should be mesmerizing, and mesmerizing in a sense where it's simple but beautiful. Again, I always state, as the wonderful Mr. Colin Coe best put it, a wedding is an event. It's not based on how much money you spend, but it's based on the elements that are part of the wedding, that is incorporated in the wedding to make it a wonderful event. So a bridal shower, hence the same, or a birthday party, or an opening for your business. It is what you're presenting. You have a budget. Make sure that your decor speaks to the theme of your event. So it's important, if it's floral, that you have beautiful flowers. I know a lot of people are not into, they call it fake flowers, which we say faux flowers or artificial flowers in the industry. But I mean, for something like a bridal shower, you can definitely consider, it is a shower, it's not the wedding. You can definitely consider blending the two, which is real and also faux flowers, so you can have a wonderful arrangement or a decor, well, however you present. It's similar to a dinner party. If you're having someone come over or you're inviting your friends over for dinner, you would like to not impress, but what you would like to do is present. The ambience of your dinner party should be beautiful. And if you have to mix and match regarding your flowers, which flowers always make an event seem, it always gives an event this idea of grandeur. It's lush, it's heavenly, it's ethereal. So it's important to have flowers. And if you have to mix and match those, it's not tacky, they do work. Because right now, we have come a long way in decor and technology where you really have to have your eyes trained for you to decide. I mean, for you to make a determination that this is real and this is faux. It's hard to tell. Even we sometimes, we're tricked into that. So important for your decor. Make sure also at the bridal shower you have pictures of, your friends, because they are part of your bridal shower. So they were friends before, your significant other came into your life. So it's important to have that as part of your decor, when you guys traveled, or you had dinners out, or a ladies' night out, or a picnic, whatever it is. Incorporate those things within your shower decor, because it personalizes the event and it gives it that warmth. And people that are attending, which are they're part of your family, their friends, if you're inviting core workers, if you have core workers that are is very supportive of you, it's important to have, you know, to have their picture, or create a mood board that you can showcase their pictures, because they feel very special, like they're part of the celebration. Moving right along from decor, the attire is absolutely important. And it's important in a sense, I want to touch, like choosing a stunning pre-bridal or shower outfit, I think is absolutely important. My ask would, I always say, if a bride would ask me, I would be like, you don't need to wear white. That's not important. Your guests should never also, at a shower, yes, but not at your wedding, of course. So, you know, if your guests want to wear wedding at your wedding shower or your bridal shower, that's totally fine. But I always suggest to the bride that white would not be her thing for the bridal shower, because we're going to see her in a couple of months in her dress. So, you know, do something floral, depending on the season. Some beautiful pumps if you're not into pumps, some wedges if you're not into wedges, kitten heels. I know not everyone wears high heels, so just wear something that makes you comfortable. And again, it's a day for celebration. You may be doing some dancing. A little bit with COVID now, I'm not sure. If you're doing it at home, yes. If you're doing it at a restaurant, there isn't any hard and fast rule as yet regarding the restaurants and dancing. I know for the banquet halls there is, but I'm not sure for a restaurant yet. So I really don't want to comment on that. Of course, when you contact a restaurant to reserve your location or to book your date, you can certainly ask them if you will be able to party, to dance. Also, another thing regarding your bridal shower, it's important also on the invitations you can state that it's casual, or if you want to do, hello everyone, thank you so much for joining. I just want to acknowledge everyone. I can see Caribbean Picnics just joined. Sharon just joined. Thank you for joining. Voila La Mer just joined. Thank you so much. Modax Couture, thank you so much. I don't want to screw up anyone's name, but thank you so much. I'm grateful. Thank you for joining me. To getting back to the attire for a bridal shower or for an anniversary or a birthday, again, you can definitely give your guests a hint as to what the attire is. So you can suggest to them, if you want to do something themed. I know a lot of people love theme. I like all white, but that's for a boat cruise. That's a totally different topic altogether. But some people would decide that they want to do their favorite color, whether it's blush or pink, or they'd like to do, you know, the same top and a different bottom. Whatever it is, the color scheme, just give them an idea. So they come prepared and everyone looks fabulous, and, you know, you can celebrate, it's celebrating you. That's what it is. So make sure you incorporate. Another item that I think is absolutely important that we do incorporate, even if you're having a birthday party or any other celebration apart from a bridal shower, is to have a game. Games are always events by Monroe. Thank you so much for joining. Hello. We're talking about some tips for bridal showers for 2021. And I think having games at your shower is absolutely important. Again, you're amongst people that you know, you're comfortable. That's the reason why they're part of your celebration, because that's what it is. And having games, getting to know, if you have people that haven't met each other as yet, and your bridal shower is the first time they'll be meeting each other apart from your wedding day, it's important to play a game to break the ice. And, you know, everyone is part of it. And then that basically starts an engagement of a conversation, and people start to relax. So everyone feels welcome and feel at home. The last but not least that I'd like to touch on regarding your bridal shower tips. The drinks are really, really important, just like your menu. Food is important. The ambiance is important. Your decor is important. Making sure your guests feel comfortable, welcome. Your service is excellent. Always make sure that your service is excellent. And the drinks, of course, the drinks. And as I mentioned earlier regarding your menu, where you consider people that do not eat meat or vegan or vegetarian, because there's a difference. Your drinks also should be important. You want to make sure that you always have water and lemon in a wonderful decanter. I know many of you have seen it, so I wouldn't describe it. Actually, I just had a conversation with my sister yesterday regarding doing graphics. So that's something I'm working on. I'm not going to say when, but I'm working on it. So I'll be able to show you sometimes, exactly what I'm talking about. But I know most of the people on the live that are in the industry, and even if you're not, and you've planned a party before, I know, Sharon has had her birthday party. She knows what a decanter is. Events by Monroe is, she's a planner. You know what a decanter is, and it has that little sprout that, the water can come out. It's important to have water and lemon. Also, if you're having something in the morning where it's a brunch, mimosas, everyone, I've never met anyone who wouldn't love a mimosa, but make sure that you cater to your guests regarding your drinks again. Some people will enjoy alcohol, some people may not, non-alcoholic, so please do take that into consideration and have both available so no one is left out. And make sure the drinks are flowing. If it's not on the table and you're having wait service, it's important. I would suggest within every 5 to 7 minutes, someone is going around and they have a tray of whatever is the favorite drink or the signature drink for that event. Or they can definitely, if you're having it in your home, make sure you have an area set aside that they can actually go and pour themselves a drink. Or if you're being the host and you're serving, you ask them within 5 to 7 minutes. Or if you notice that they don't have a glass in their hand. Actually, that's my tip. If you're hosting an event, even if it's a wedding or a bridal shower, and someone doesn't have something in their hand, it's important to ask. It's part of service and being courteous. Can I get you something? And they would respond in kind. If they've mentioned it's okay, then it's okay. But it's okay for you to notice those things and to ask them. So drinks are really, really important. Now, fruit punch, who doesn't like a good fruit punch? So I would suggest fruit punch. It could be something that's your favorite. If you're from the Caribbean, South America, it doesn't matter where you're from. You can incorporate something from your country that's traditional, so you maintain your tradition as part of your bridal shower also. So then your guests will get to learn something about you and about where you're from. That's also important. The last thing is regarding food also. Food is important, just as I mentioned earlier regarding the menu. Again, make sure you have, I would always suggest between 7 to 12 pieces. Sometimes I know I've seen it written where it's 3 to 4 pieces. Believe you me, we've done 3 to 4 pieces and people still complain that your guests would still mention that they're still hungry or they're asked for more. So I have suggested, I would say between 5 to 7 or 5 to 12. And that is not per person. That just means that your wait staff make sure that they're serving on a continuous basis within a 5 to 7 minute lapse time, so people are not hungry. Because others, as you know, is finger food, and it doesn't really fill you up right away. After 4 or 5 pieces maybe, but some people need more, some people need less. So just pay attention to that also. If you're having something at home, of course, it's totally different. Food is available. You have a space that's nicely laid out, beautiful tablecloth. The area is clean and well decorated, well lit. It's important also to, if you're doing it at home, I would suggest that you label the food. Again, if it's chicken, if it's vegetarian, you just make tiny labels. That's something that you can do. You can write and make sure you label it so your guests wouldn't be saying, okay, what is that and what is that? And then you always have to be responding. It's just part of your service again. It's a little thing, but it means a lot. If it's labeled, it's tagged, and they'll be able to do that on your own. Okay. Again, so taking into consideration their diet is really, really important. Dessert, it's important to have desserts, and your desserts, oh my goodness, your desserts can range from having, there's some suggestions I wrote. You can have cupcakes. You can also have a yogurt bar. Again, this is at home, or if it's it's being hosted at a location at a restaurant. You can do, again, something that pertains to your culture. It doesn't matter where you're from, the Caribbean, North America, if you're South American, you do something that celebrates your culture, and then your guests would be able to share in that, so they'll be able to experience that with you. So again, you can do a macaroon towers. I'm mentioning a macaroon because of course everyone knows I love a macaroon. You can also have mini cakes done. If you don't want to do a big slab, you do mini cakes, so everyone has their own individual cakes, mini cakes as dessert. And let me see what else. Macaroons, something light. And again, when you have a shower, just make sure that the food is light and it's not heavy, because who knows, that particular day, if it's being held on a Sunday or if it's being held at your home, it's totally different than if it's being held at the restaurant. If it's being held at your home, you can do something a little heavier because you have people coming in. If it's a restaurant, it's not that heavy, and people may have alternate plans, and they'll be going to dinner after the fact. So you want to just make sure that they're taken care of, they're full, but they're not filled to the point where, they're like, oh my gosh, I had too much here and I have somewhere else to go. Okay, and finally, always, I think it's a wonderful idea to always remember to come with a gift. Again, you're being invited to a shower or a bridal shower or an anniversary or a birthday party, a life event, I call those. Remember to always take a gift. You don't have to, but it is part of the etiquette of attending someone's event that you're invited to take them a gift. You may ask them if they're looking for something specific. If you're not sure that they may want something, the next alternative would be a beautiful card with a monetary gift, and you present that to them. So it's important to celebrate them in the way where you show your appreciation by taking something, even if it's a bottle of wine. It's wonderful. So important to come with something when you're attending the event. And last but not least, they will have something in return for you. Always, even if you're working with a planner will always suggest, if you're having a bridal shower or any type of event, for you to have a gift for your guests to leave it. And basically we call it a favor. That's what it is. It could be a wedding favor, not necessarily if you're having a birthday party, it's a birthday favor. So that can include, and some examples would be, I would suggest candles, candle holders, champagne glasses. If you're really good and very creative, you can create something on your own and make sure it's packaged nicely in a beautiful bag, and you can present that to your guests. And basically it's a thank you from you to them for them attending, and also for them bringing you something in celebration of your bridal shower, your birthday party, your anniversary, whatever is the life event that you're celebrating. So that's what I have. If you want to do something extra, I would also suggest you can have a guest book similar to a wedding. Of course, it's not for a wedding, but you can have a guest book. They can sign their names and write a few well wishes for you, and you can certainly keep that as a keepsake. And not only for a bridal shower, you can do that for a birthday party. You can also do that for an anniversary. It's always really great to have those memories. It's handwritten. We really now in this season write a lot. So it would be wonderful for you to have that, and you can actually see everyone's handwriting. They're signing, wishing you well, and into the next stages of your life, which is the bridal shower, or if it's an anniversary celebrating, a new year. If you're doing a birthday party, again, a new year. So that's important. And the final one I have in conclusion, again, remember to take lots of pictures. If there isn't a designated photographer, we all have cellular phones now. Make sure you capture the moments, capture the event, and with the host's permission, you can certainly, with her permission, if he or she approves, you can post it to your social media. Make sure you tag the host. and you share it with others who didn't get a chance to attend. So that's all I have for today. Make sure you can definitely leave me a comment regarding anything that I've missed. Please add to my ideas or suggest something that you have in mind. Again, I'm going to upload this video to the YouTube channel, and it's called the Wedding Planner Lifestyle Show. Please check it out. I would love for you to subscribe, share your ideas. If you'd like to collaborate with me on the live anytime, if you have a product or service, please reach out and we can certainly have a conversation on live and talk about your business, your product, what you're doing in your industry. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Have a great afternoon, and thanks again. Take care. Bye.